Welcome to Edussentials, where we don't just revise, we master. This session, we're going to be answering the question, what is Lexis? Before we start, please check our website and shop our AS and A-Level English Language Master Workbook and flashcards. Use code LANG10 for 10% off all A-Level products. Alright, let's strip this back. When we talk about Lexis, we are simply talking about words. But not just any words. We're interested in what words are chosen, why those words are chosen, what effect those choices create. So essentially, Lexis is vocabulary choices in a text. Now that sounds simple, but this is where it gets powerful, because every word is a decision. Writers don't just randomly pick words, they select them carefully to create meaning, shape tone, influence the reader. Let's look at a quick example. Imagine I describe a place as a house, a home, a residence, a dump. These all refer to roughly the same thing, but the lexical choices completely change how we feel. A home gives off warm connotations, emotional connotations. Residence is quite formal and distant, whereas a dump is very negative and critical. So Lexis isn't just about meaning, it's about connotation. Here's another example. Let's say a writer describes someone as slim, thin, skinny, emaciated. Again, similar idea but very different effects. Slim has positive connotations, whereas skinny, slightly negative, and emaciated, extreme or possibly shocking. This is what we call a semantic field, a group of related words, but each word carries a different tone. So why is Lexis important? Because it reveals the writer's attitude, the purpose of the text, how the reader is being positioned. If a newspaper describes a protest as peaceful or chaotic, that's not neutral, that's lexical bias. So analysing Lexis helps you uncover hidden meanings and perspectives. So how do we analyse Lexis properly? This is where A-level students often go wrong. They spot a word and then just say what it means. That's not enough. You need to go further. Here's a simple structure. Number 1, identify the word or pattern. So don't just pick random words. Look for patterns, repetition, semantic fields. Number 2, zoom in on the connotations. Ask yourself, what does this word suggest? What associations does it carry? And number 3, link to effect and purpose. This is the most important step. Ask yourself, why this word? What does it make the reader think or feel? And what does it reveal about the writer's intention? So let me model that quickly. I could say, the writer describes the area as a dump. The negative connotations suggest neglect and decay, positioning the reader to view the setting as undesirable and reinforcing a critical tone. So although this is a smaller version of an analysis, notice the structure. We've got the word, we've got the connotation, we've got the effect. And this is what gives you higher marks. Lexis might seem basic. It's just words. But actually it's one of the most powerful tools in language analysis. Because through Lexis, writers shape meaning, control tone, influence interpretation. So every time you analyse a text, don't just read it, interrogate the words.